think Henrik is pretty strong when he flats here. So we could well see an all-in and call. Oh boy. Didn't expect that. What would you go with if you're Ivar? Queens, Kings, Aces, definitely. I think Jacks is probably a fold. I think Ace King's probably a fold as well. Maybe Ace King suited you're meant to go with? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is really tough now for Henrik. Guess he has Queens or Kings. Gimko could be like 9s plus or something. Ace Queen. Hating life currently. You have to call it off though, the pot odds are just too much at this point. Ace Queen, oh yeah, cool with Jacks. Kings is good, I think. I think he meant to fold Jacks there, unfortunately. But worked out well this time for him. 7 left. Good game, Sexy Panda. It was a fun home game. We'll have the PLO next week, same time, 2:30 PM on Thursdays. That's when the home games run. With the caller out of fold. What's up, Merlin? Overslept the home game, that's okay. I won it. It was easy. All the big fuss is about. It's okay, it's only like 5 PM or whatever. Just get up in the middle of the day and not even the middle of the day, just the end of the day. I'll open this. The stack size is set up pretty nicely for an open. Can't do much against that though. Boom, big pot for Henrik. Sorry, Sexy Panda. Well, listen, try again next week, and maybe you'll get that story that you wanted. Henrik, just crushing it, man. I mean, it's easy when you get dealt kings on the gun, right? Just gonna fold. It's pretty profitable to jam here. Just not sure if I want that as my overall strategy. I think it's fine. I have 3-bet this guy, bring him some pain. You can do it again? Really? Twice in a row? Oh, okay. Well, he didn't have complete trash, I guess. I would have won though, just saying. Should have carried off the 9-7. What's up, 3IOUROU? Was good. Down 6. Locked up $129 now. I think at a minimum we need to call this. Could certainly see a very strong case for 3-betting this guy as well. I'm just gonna check raise here. I think very often he has a strong ace that he'll have difficulty folding. I don't know if he had an ace on this occasion and he just folded it, or what. Maybe check call, check raise the river is a better line. Or bet. You just bet big twice as well. I don't know what's the best. First in this tournament is $644. Nice, nice. Just gonna fold 10-2. Hey, thanks for the host, 123 Poker. welcome, all 41 of you. We just got a little final table here. $7.50 deep stack. 2 out of 6, $644 for first place. Can't say I've checked out your stream before, if I'm quite honest, but I'll make sure to in the future. I'll give you a follow right now. I think we have to bet very big at all on a flop of this texture. Obviously a very good river for us. I guess we just call it. It's a really value-y amount. Exactly half pot. I think we just have to call though. Hope he has a jack. There's a 4. I don't know if he even value bets a jack on the river. Maybe not. Maybe like a big jack he does. And it's not any worse kings really. So maybe it's a fold? If he... I don't know. What do we call it though if we fold a king? Not a lot, right? I think I'm just done with this hand. Hopefully it just checks down. Ah, do I call the river? Probably not. Excuse me. It's a Danish stream, I'm sure you will enjoy it. I'll point my friend Mickey towards you. He'll understand it at least. Good stuff, man. I don't actually know very many Danish poker players at all. I mean, there's Fred Brink, who I'm not sure if he still plays. Fred Brink, I think. And then there was Theo Jorgensen, of course, very nice guy. Mickey, obviously, and I think that's all I really know personally. So it's cool to have some more Danes out there. Today's been pretty good, Lil Chris. I had a second in a hyper turbo to put me at break even, and then everything that I win in this is just profit from now. So it's pretty sweet. So hopefully I win it. I just have like a $600 day or something. That would be nice. Not counting my chickens there. Hemrick's doing a good job of taking everyone's chips, so. She has a pretty low c-bet percentage, so I think I'm just gonna fold. Not that I would have done much else if he had a high c-bet percentage, but this guy seems fairly willing to fold to steals, so you can go for it. I don't know what's going to call. Should have bet the turn, I guess. I think flop checks fairly mandatory. Turn, I think, could have done either. No doubt on the looser side. I think it's fine though, it's the second biggest stack. Sure, we're opening into the big stack, but I think Hemrick so far has played relatively in line with us. As he probably should, because he doesn't especially want to get into a huge pot with me. We flop a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw and an overcard, so pretty happy to bet and fold out any sort of equity he has with, I don't know, 9-7 or something. I think he's gone for the check raise. It seems pretty full of shit. We'll peel one off, see what develops. Having just said that he probably doesn't want to play a big pot with us, you know how it is. But we have, if he's raising with a queen on the flop, then we have every stronger queen. I don't think he'd check raise the flush draw necessarily. Maybe I'm wrong. So I think there's a very good chance that the ace high is good. And if not, then yeah, you can always bluff. Maybe he just did it with like 4-5 or something. Do you want to get greedy and bet the river? I mean, maybe he just did it with Queen Jack or Queen 10 or something to try and shut it down, but it'd be kind of weird. I think I'll just check though. I mean, he just has nothing. Why do I play so low? Because I think these games are really soft and produce a really sweet hourly rate for not much risk, because I think my edge is very big in them. Whereas I probably make a little bit more dollars per hour on average playing higher. I don't know how much more, it's hard to quantify without, a lot of data, which I don't have. But the swings, definitely my edge is low, and so the max drawdown is a lot higher. We're just going to cool down with this. And it's pretty straightforward. And I don't really want to get in a situation where I'm having 50, 100k downswings. Even 20k, 10, 20k downswings are pretty depressing, which are very commonplace. Lower down. Sorry, higher up, rather. How much do we want to bet here? So I think basically his calling range is like ace queen. The hands that we want to call, ace queen and stuff like that. So I think we can go really big. And then stuff like queen jack, jack 10 are just folding anyway. Queen 10. And then I think we very seldom get check raised. I think it's fairly unlikely he checks ace king, kings or aces on the river, or any other sets. So I'm inclined to think he probably just had not a lot that hand, or a weak ace. I think him folding a weak ace is fine. If you fold ace queen, that's a little bit disappointing. But we will never know, I guess. I mean, we could just bomb this river. It's fairly hard for him to have a jack. Certainly possible, but his whole range is really weak, and our range looks like, fairly strong jack. So I think we definitely fold out an 8 or a 7. Even an ace on the river is possible, if he decided to check it again on the turn. Better king highs. Somehow got there with them. Oh boy, all in and cool. He's got to know with 6-7. That doesn't seem very good. Good game. Well, we do have the backdoor straight flush draw, which is certainly worth something. Go pretty big, bring some pressure. Oh man, that's pretty scary, huh? Just folding. Even though we're getting 4-1, I'm just gonna fold. Ho hum. I'm inclined to believe this is very strong. He's made it a very attractive price though. Oh man, it's a very 3-bettable hand. 3-bettable. 3-bettable. Yeah, the royalty-free music's been okay. I agree. I was expecting worse, naturally. But I wanted to just put final tables on YouTube, you know? Just, I don't know, seems like a thing people do. And I'm a sheep, so put some nice clickbait title on there. Get 1 million views. So if I want to do that, then I have to get rid of the copyrighted music, I guess. The royaltied music. It seems like a board he doesn't really have anything on. And so getting him to fold now is pretty sweet. And it's really tough for him to cool down here without something, you know, super good. Plus we have the flush draw and the overcard to back it up. And the guard shot, obviously. This is just for value. I don't know. If he wants to call the 4, 5, or 6, or 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, whatever, if he decided to limp them, then fair enough. You can monetize YouTube content, yeah. I mean, he might have the nut flush here, in which case I just cry a little bit if he goes all in. So yeah, it's like Ace of Diamonds 6. Or Ace of Diamonds 4 or whatever. That would be sad if he goes all in. You get ad revenue for YouTube content. It's not very good revenue, but it's not, as in it's not very high amount of money, but and also, you know, you can put Poker Tracker affiliate links in and stuff. If people are so inclined. Plus, it also does this thing, if people are watching a YouTube video and you're live on Twitch, then I think it shows that you're live on Twitch, so maybe we get more viewers to the channel, maybe we get more people in the home game. Yeah, lots of good things can happen. We shall see, though. Maybe I'll just get 10 views and no one will watch it, and it'll be shit. So. We'll get a little out of line here. This is probably too bad, actually. I'll just fold it. I will just fold it. Especially if he's that willing to go with ace-jack. It's going to be a pretty bad 3-bet, I think. Wow. Okay. I can actually raise if Henrik just calls here. Oh, no, I can't. I lied. Maths. Yeah, that's only half the pot. Since he has like some 10 or king, it would be pretty hard for him to call 2 streets with, so I'll just check it back. I think king 10 specifically would have check raised the flop. So I think I'm pretty happy to raise here if he bets. So many flush draws, unbelievable. You have to go pretty small to get any value. I think he just snaps with a jack or whatever. Nine-7. Okay. What's up, Abracadabri? How's it going? What's up, Fruity HD? Sorry, the payouts aren't on the Twitch chat. It's yeah, I'll show you. $644 for first, and we've locked up $246 so far. You missed the home game, Connor. Well, you know, 2:30 PM UK time every Thursday. That's how you do it. And then, funnily enough, I'm away like 2 Thursdays in a row, which is a bit annoying. 1 Thursday? Maybe I only missed 1 Thursday. Yeah, I think actually, maybe I only actually missed 1 Thursday. That's not so bad. Alright, let's go. Sorry, Zibisop. It's 644 up top. And fourth pays 246. I guess I just have to check fold now. It's a very bad river. I definitely can't check raise, so it's check call or check fold, and I think it's just going to be a check fold. Unfortunately. Maybe I should have checked the turn, just keep his range a bit wider. Then sometimes the turn goes check check, or sometimes I can check call check call. Or check call and then check, and then decide versus a wider range. I think I'm getting decent value on the turn though. I think the river goes check check pretty damn often. So yeah, I think I'm fine with how I played it. Who knows, it's all a guessing game, right? I'm done with the hand if he bets again. Some chance he has an ace, some chance he doesn't, I don't know. I certainly don't think he's check folding too often. Or I don't think he's check folding an ace, that's for sure. Really easy jam here. And that's an easy call for him as well, unfortunately. High card. Not that one. Oh yeah. I think I could bet a 3 on the river, but I think an ace is a little bit too thin. He still folds the seal so often, so I think I'd rather just steal than... Even if I do have like a pretty good hand for limping him with, I think stealing is just going to be very profitable against him there. Man, I actually have a pretty good hand this time. I think his 3-bet's definitely strong. But again, I have a pretty good hand, so I guess I'll call. I'm regretting not betting the flop now. I should have bet the flop, I think. Even though I think he check calls it quite often. What's up, Deuced? Why such low stakes? We went over this earlier. I just think it's very nice schedule and very profitable. I mean, it's only ace king I lose to, really, right? Unless he's decided to check, I don't know, pocket 3s or a 7 to the river. Which he might have checked 7 to the river, but I think we go for a value bet here. Hope to be looked up by, I don't know, whatever. And most of the time, I think we just split it. So, what I saying? Thank you very much. Sorry, the payouts are still inaccurate. It's 644 for first, 246 for fourth. I folded one on the 9s and one on the 5s. That's an action river if ever I saw one. In before check. Sure enough. Henrik had the aces. He might have called. I doubt it, but he might have. So he 3x's, we just go all in against him. I mean, there's only two ways to play this. I mean, he has been pretty tight, but we have 10s. And that's actually a pretty good result for us. We'll 3-bet Henrik here.
We ain't afraid of y'all mofos. We're gonna conquer the world. We're gonna take it all. It's not like we're gonna take it. It's just in my pocket. We're just gonna grab it and squeeze it all. You know what I mean? Squeeze the juice out of the world. Out of the people who don't give a fuck about themselves and they just want to be used. Like fucking sexy ass people like myself. Yeah. Do you get it? Fucking piece of shit. There you go. Listen. Don't put your hands up. What do you mean? Don't keep the blunt lit. I got that. We ain't got none of those drugs, motherfucker. We just got me fucking women. What are you talking about? That's right. No lie. What? You're dead. Want to make money. What? Boy, spend it. Put your hands up. Get your smoking. What you gonna do? Bitches getting down. Put your hands up. Get your smoking. What you gonna do? Bitches getting down.
I think I just go 3 streets with this. Come rain or shine. I'm pretty fine with the diamond coming on the river. think I get a fold a lot of the time on a diamond. Holy shit, didn't expect that one. I mean, a 4 is certainly viable. Problem if we call is, like, how do we win the pot? Other than on a queen or a 7. 10's interesting. I don't think you check raises a 10. Could do that. I don't know if it's a good bluff or not. I think, yeah, I kind of feel like it's okay. One, he can have all the flush draw, well, he can have some flush draw combinations, because we don't block any of them. Although I'm kind of inclined to believe he just has a 4, so... And whether he folds that or not, I don't think so. Whether it's correct to fold a 4 or not, probably not when he checks. I don't know. Nice. So I think I prefer bluffing with that than a diamond draw. All in and call. Beto gets the double up, much to our dismay. I don't know, if I probably shouldn't have even bothered c-betting this, to be honest. Maybe if the board was a bit drier, ace high board. Oh damn, he's gone for it. I mean... There's still this guy, you know. I have to have some hands I 3-bet from the big blind, because I defend most of them, right? Some hands that aren't just, you know, really strong. I don't have to go too big on that board. Too high up enough to call? Or once you remove all the queens, then there's not a ton left. I mean, there's like some 8s. Then what can he have that's no good? You can probably have 3-5, decent amount, at least 4 combos of it. If he decides not to check raise, some random ace highs, but I don't think he necessarily bluffs them, or especially with this sizing. His sizing is quite nice because he can do this with, well, I don't know, whatever 8 he's called with, but 8-4 or something. but also all his queens, and can do a lot of bluffs with that as well. I don't know, maybe I could be a bit higher up enough. A bit higher up and I could have called that. Like an 8's just a snap call. 4 pretty close, and I think like 7s through... I think 5s, 6s, 7s could probably call. No, $7.50 Deepstack final table. You want to try 3-betting him again? Is that a bit rude? Probably a little bit rude. I think that might fold on the river, but I think the way it's been going, he'd be inclined to call it, so I think I just give up there. Like, I think I'd prefer to bluff with the King Jack, but not on this occasion.
We ain't afraid of y'all mofos. We're gonna conquer the world. We're gonna take it all. It's not like we're gonna take it. It's just in my pocket. I'm just gonna grab it and squeeze it all. You know what I mean? Squeeze the juice out of the world. Out of the people who don't give a fuck about themselves and they just want to be used. Like fucking sexy ass people like myself. Yeah. Do you get it? Fucking piece of shit. There you go. Listen. Don't put your hands up. What do you mean? Don't keep the sun lit. We ain't got none of those drugs, motherfucker. We just come
All in with the ace-2. Well, the problem with going with all in is that I'm not really representing a queen very well. Or pocket 8s, or 2s, or 4s. So, I don't know if it's too believable. But you're right, he might just fold anyway. His hand's not necessarily strong. You could certainly have plenty of queen X's though. Kind of intrigued what he checked back and then bet on a queen. Ace-9? But why? See if this guy lets me steal. A little ambitious, perhaps. I mean, he's been letting me steal the whole time, right? But now blinds are bigger, he's shorter relative to the blinds. I can probably profitably jam any two, but I think I prefer doing this. With all my shit hands, essentially. Because I think he's just going to fold too much to the steals anyway. But then I guess he'll fold too much to jams, so maybe that is better. Maybe I should go more this sizing against him. What's up, the Boomtin? How's it going? There's a non-trivial chance we end up bluffing with this hand. Although his check raise is pretty strong, he might have just flopped a flush. You are a nit dude. Thank you, God of Heads Up 2. What happened to God of Heads Up 1? Were they better than you? Let's try this. I'm literally the loosest player on the table, so... If I'm a nit, what does that make these guys, huh? Damn, that's a big bet. I think a good amount of his draws he'd double barrel. And then I think he would go this big, probably, with a 10. Whether he does it with a 9 or not, I'm not sure. No, it could just be something silly. I kind of want to call though. I kind of just look like a 3 and he might just think it's hard for me to call. I don't know. Or hero. Yeah, he does do it with a 10. Okay. I think I'm just gonna check fold. Oh, they always tempt me, don't they? All yours, dude. It's 6-4-4 for first in this tournament. That seems like a card he may have limped with. Queen high good. Just have 7-8 suited. Let's win all the betting discs. Okay. The virtual ones, at least. I can't believe he just still keeps folding every single time. It's pretty insane. I mean, because he's so tight, like, we can open wider on the button. Quite absurd. Jesus. What do I do if he, like... you know what I'm saying? We'll just call this. Seriously, what do I do if he piles? It's ridiculous. Fortunately, he doesn't. We call this turn. Man, they have every level in this tournament, don't they? It's a slow one. Oh, he's bringing that out again. That sucks. I think this is pretty reasonable to bluff with. I think we can go all in. It's pretty hard for him to call. I don't think he has a flush too often. I think he probably just has a 10, to be honest. I think it's pretty hard to call with a 10. We don't bluff the nut flush, but, you know, we block some with the jack of hearts. Buy into this is $7.50. Champions League of Rupert's home game. You prefer the high mans? Oh, well, you won't be disappointed then. It says at the top. Are you aware? Oh, he's jamming. We have to fold. Oh, he folded. Okay. Decided better of it. Yeah, we're 3-betting now. I really want to go all in, but I'm scared. Let me just give up completely with this hand. We don't have a ton worse, but if we bluff every 8-9 combo, that's already 16. And then if we bluff every 7-8 combo or whatever, And that's another 16. Nice, I like it, Vettel. Bringing some pain. Oh, okay. This could get big. What's up, Mongoosons? Thank you, dude. Okay. Maybe the timing is a bit too obvious there. Not for lack of trying, right? You meant the home game buy? I don't understand. Oh, the buy into the home game is $2.50. $2.20, sorry. So, pretty big. Not $100. I think I've had a single hand that I contemplate raising from the big blind as of yet. Seems like a very bad river for me. I completely believe that he had a 5. Could be wrong, never know. %38%. That's a disappointing flop. Oh no, Vettel. Okay. I think if he leads this, I'll call him. Oh god. Getting much out of the big blind. We've been c-betting quite a lot recently. I mean, King 6 is just a little too low. If I had like King 10 or King Jack or King Queen, I'd call, but King 6. Henrik opens here, we just rejam. It's so hard for him to call the ICM considerations. That said, it seems like he's folded the last couple of buttons, right? So maybe he's playing a bit tighter on the button now. Maybe this king's too good to check. I think I just have to check back if he checks. When he bets? Oh man, that's kind of sad. I think there's so many draws in this I can just call, right? I mean, yeah, we can have a 10, I suppose. So if we call with this, then we're estimating that he's over bluffing this spot, which I think is actually a pretty reasonable assumption. He has the nuts though. Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously consider folding that. Oh man. I think I'm just in too much of a bad ICM situation now with the chip disparity as it is, so I want to play a little bit tighter. Henrik jams, we have to call. Sucks, but like Vettel's just so tight, I think we just print money by jamming that. Oh yeah. I don't know if that's even a good call against him. 2 in a row, Vettel. You going for it? You can have my blind. This might be a bit too strong to fold. I think I'll fold, but still defend somewhat wide there. God damn, I think I have to call and it sucks. Maybe he just has a 10 every time there. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous if he does. We rejam this. It's a pretty good river for him to bluff. If we want to go all in. Yeah, sure. Let's have the payouts quickly. 644 for first, 467 for second, 339, 246 for fourth. We are currently locked up, and we're 2 out of 4. Still, 2 out of 4. Oh, okay. Well. He's into it now. That's unlucky for Henrik. Very lucky for us though, because A, we ladder up, and B, we skip the big blind. I think when we're playing tighter on the button, our range is stronger, so on that kind of board, you know, it hits us more than it hits him. No! Oh, okay. We can do that. I don't know. I mean, we could just continue with the stealing. I don't really want to raise, call it off, you know, against him. Just do that. What do you win if you win this table? Like $600 or something? I can't even remember. I've said it so many times and yet I still can't remember how much it is. Maybe Vettel's loosening up now? The buy-in was $7.50, it says at the top here. Whoa. Vettel bringing some pain to the table, man. Alright, I'm happy to raise call this one off. Even though he's so tight, so unbelievably tight. We should probably start stealing a bit wider. Okay. Good game, Henrik. Unlucky man. Thanks for playing the home game earlier as well, dude. Good to have you in it. You played well. It just ended up being a bit of a shit show with this guy just not busting. Well, we had some interesting hands as well against each other. Oh, come on, Vettel. Oh, come on. One of you. Stall, call, I guess, is what normally happens. Lead 180. 300! Fuck me. Oh dear. Thing is, he just jams a turn. I mean, there's no good turn for us, right? I mean, like, jack of whatever clubs. Man, that sucks. Having to fold that hand. He snap calls this one? I think the times he checks, he's normally giving up, right? So I'm happy to have a little stab. Thanks, Heisenberg, for the payouts. Oh boy. Wow. Can't wait to lose to this guy, heads up. It's gonna be so sad. You missed the home game like a flop, booty. Sorry, dude. I won it. I won my own home game. How sweet is that? It's the only tournament I've won today, in fact. Yeah, I really want to raise, but not 7-3. What? Oh, this guy's insanely good at the game. Jesus Christ. I feel like he's bluffing as well, but what can I do? Like, put it in? No, I'm way too scared, and he knows that. Jesus Christ. Man. Brutal. I mean, on the one hand, he folds way too often. On the other hand, he's defending like any two. Just call? Jam? I mean, it's only 9-7 that got there, right? And then, like, him having a 5. I don't know if we get called by worse, though. Like, I don't know if Ace-9 is calling. Thank you very much, Warbottom 187. What a massive disappointment. Sad Slipper will call a rejam with 6s. I bet it would be pretty grim, but... If he jams? Blah. Essentially want to check so that he just like overvalues his hands or whatever. Now we just go really big, right? Even bigger. Well, I wouldn't expect him to fold a 9 there even. No, Jesus Christ. Oh god. Is this a call? Probably. Alright, cool. Good game, Sad Slipper. Do you think he'll still continue folding with way too much heads up? Probably, right? No, he snap checked last time he was giving up. Last time he led and then gave up. So maybe this is just a give up and then we can get him to bluff the river. I know, that implies I have to call. I feel like he's probably just got a queen, but... Okay. Okay. So wait, he called with 4-2? Okay. Boom! Victory! Oh man, that was a long old slog, but we did it. That's the last table I had of the day, so we can see how the whole session went. Looks something like this. Loading, loading, loading. $664. Pretty good. Pretty good. Only 7 cashes today, which is really low, but one of them was a first, one was a second, so we'll take it. Alright, well thank you all for watching. Thank you for the 2 hosts.